Hey guys, it's John from Eastern Hot Rodder, and we are at the Syracuse Nationals in Syracuse, New York. This is the 25th reunion, and the first thing I'm going to show you, we're here Thursday night. We got here before everybody else did. I want to show you the select cars this year. This was, as you all know, Gene Winfield passed away earlier this year, and he was always out here judging the Select 6 trophies, the cars for the Select 6 award, I'm sorry. And I believe these are the 6 that are selected for this year, and you could tell that Syracuse did a really good job picking stuff that was very Winfield-esque. Good traditional customs with tons of modifications that the more you look at them, the more you see. It's pretty Mercury. So I'm going to walk you through each one of these, give you a little walk around. French taillights, nosed and decks, all the stuff. Now check out this guy here. This is the full-on Dragon Lady. Look at the candid headlights with peaks, Corvette style grille, scalloped hood, nosed and decked around the corners, Frenched antennas, twin antennas, Lakes pipes, tummy spots, beautiful chop, cruiser skirts. This has like about every single custom term that they've ever come up with. Looks like you could put it on this, except for sectioning. Packard taillights, 4 exhaust pipes coming out the back. This is Syracuse Nationals 25th year, so it's bound to be a good one. There's a 4-door Merc. The 4 doors are cool. They were suicide doors in the rear. Oh, there's a heavy flake and panel job on the roof of this one. I don't know if the camera will pick it up. Gene Winfield style fadeaway paint on this. Cadillac bullet taillights, Frenched in. Smooth and molded in bumpers. That's a pretty wild car. Air ride suspension in that one. I like this Oldsmobile a real lot. That car is very subtle, but it's holding a lot of mods. That looks like it may have been sectioned. Look at the height from the wheel well to the top of the fender there. Yeah, look how tight that grill is. I believe that car's been sectioned. That's no easy task. For those that don't know, sectioning a car means taking a strip right down the middle of the body and welding it back together. Boy, that car's pretty. Nice color choice on it. Kind of a subtle color that works well to show off the car. Goes well with the interior. Way cool. And the last one in the 6 is yet another pickup. This one's a Canadian built. It's one of the Beatnik Bandits cars out of Canada. Beatnik Bandits, their club colors are purple, so it's kind of fitting that this one is like a lilac-y kind of purple color. Cannon headlights again. Real nice body work on this one. Look how straight this is. Smooth as can be. White vinyl on the inner fender wells. Like the pinstriping around the glass, that's a neat touch. Ooh, the steering wheel is pretty wild in there. It's kind of, I don't know if I can get you in there to see that. Let me see if I can come around the other way. Look how the exhaust comes out and goes up the bed. And out the back. That's cool. Old school is cool. Looks like a Chrysler grill in it. Yeah, you kind of see that octagon type wheel, how deep it is. Looks like it's an Oldsmobile wheel that's been modified. Very cool. Chopped. Yeah. Well, this show's not even started yet and it's already shaping up to be a good one. So stick around, we're going to show you a lot more cool stuff. It's 46 GMC, not a Chevy. Our little red shop truck started off as a 46 Chevy. Same sheet metal, but this one is the cab over nose. So a completely different sheet metal. But same year anyway. That's pretty wild. Yeah, I mean, you got, the nice thing about Syracuse Nats, you got muscle cars, you got street rods, Check out this one. This is instead of California Kid. This is Daddy Cool. California Kid inspired flames. Pro Street treatment in the back. This takes the Kid and moves it up a notch. There's some serious rubber back there. These flames on that. It's been 6 years since I was here last. We're gonna have a lot of shorts from this show. So there's long form video. If you didn't get enough from that, root through our shorts and you're gonna see a lot more of this stuff. We do little walk arounds on these guys, give you a little more in-depth coverage on little single stuff. A beautiful flake paint job on this. What do you think, Sage? Is this one your favorite so far? No? Which one's your favorite? Oh, this is Sage's favorite body style pickup truck. I love that color. She's liking that GTO. Oh, that's a Tempest. They kept a Tempest. That's pretty cool. Most guys GTO clone them. It's nice to see one left as a Tempest. This one is a post car. They did do the GTOs in the post, but very few of them. Check out the flush fit door handles. Shave the drip rails. This is 66. Yeah, that is. Oh, neat. Look how they did the speaker grates in the back. Look like the grill of a Pontiac. Very cool. Check out this Pro-treated Mustang. Love that color. Nice cage work on the interior. Check this out. It's tucked in there. It's tight. You almost don't even notice it. Big block. Pretty 67. Look at the emblems are airbrushed on there. It's 35. Oh, it's 396-inch big block Chevy in it. That checkerboard is reflected off the floor. It's not on the paint. $55. Studebaker's pretty cool. I think it's 55. 53? I guess 53. Let's see. 54 Studebaker. I bracketed it. It's not run too cool with no grill opening at all. There were small grill openings to begin with. That supercharger's not going to help things. A lot of pinstriping and stuff on this one. Check out those lug nuts. How they peek these fenders out. That's pretty wild. It's a pretty interesting hot rod. You don't see a Jaguar built into a custom too often. Looks like a small blocker. Is that a Rover V8? The valve covers, I'm not sure of. 58 Jag. XK150. That's pretty cool. Interesting choice. It's cool. My buddy Big John is teaching Sage the basics of pinstriping, so she's going to pinstripe this panel here. Look at this car. He's loaded with all sorts of stuff. This is one of my favorite parts of Syracuse is the Pinstripers Panel Jam. Everything goes to charity, everything they do.
Thumb is going to rest on the flat side. Your finger's going to rest here.
Look at her concentration. She's really paying attention.
These 3 fingers. You can use your pinky. You're just going to just the tip, and you're just going to drag it. Okay, so I'll show you on this panel right here. Okay. So yeah, on this panel, you're going to just start.
Oh, okay.
I always try to steady myself. Okay. Now, the other thing with pinstriping is that the more pressure you put down, the wider the line goes. So I can, with the same brush, I can do this thing of the line.
I actually
if I
just
press
filled
down,
one up.
it'll go nice and thick, and then I can bring it up and go back to thin again. So, there you go. You can go anywhere on the panel you want. Okay? So, just kind of A-okay. Take these 3 fingers right here. Take your hand like this. You always also want to make sure that that brush and that handle stays straight. Okay? You don't want to turn it to the side. You want it to stay straight up and down. Okay?
So the curve of the brush stays on top.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. Whatever feels comfortable. Okay? Whatever feels comfortable. Okay? Very nice. Very nice. Yep. And now push down a little bit, and it'll make it a little bit thicker. There you go. And it's not a race. You don't have to go super fast. Okay, now lift up a little bit to go thinner. Oh, look at that, Dad. She's natural.
So natural.
Natural.
She's good on the straight lines.
Yeah. Okay, now I'm gonna throw a curved ball here. I'm gonna show you how to do curved lines and keep that brush flowing the same way. So when you do a curved line, you essentially you start up here, and as you can see, you kind of switch sides. So you go this way, and you're just gonna follow it around
Over here. He
the
knows.
same direction.
All right, we'll see you later.
Okay? You're going to follow it around, kind of rotate your whole arm and elbow. Okay? You don't want to really plant yourself too hard when you're doing something like that. You want to try to keep it consistent all the way around throughout the whole curve.
So you basically end up using your whole arm like a pendulum as a tool to rotate.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's definitely using your whole arm. Okay? And then same thing for the other side. And once again, it's not a race. You don't have to go fast. You can go as slow as you want. There you go. However wide you want to go. So yeah,
So you're starting to spit the brush out there?
See, what ended up happening is you got to this point right here, and you felt jammed up, and so you just went like this with the brush instead of turning the brush. I guess another thing is that, and I just do it so naturally, you kind of rotate the brush a little bit in between your finger and your thumb, right? And so
Do it like a bicycle leaning through the turns.
yeah, and so you can go like this. And I also lean into my turns with my whole arm.
See his elbow comes up. And then it came back down in. So you started with your elbow tight to this, so you couldn't go in.
Fully loaded. Careful, it's dangerous.
There you go, Sage.
I've been telling our instructors to do that.
Yeah.
I have all the inserts.
They've got all the brushes.
Better. Look at
Fingers,
it. Look how much better from there to there.
Yep.
And you did 2 curves there. That's
He
cool.
uses his fingers on the metal to keep you rotating.
This wagon's been here longer than I've been coming here, and I love this thing. Blown big block, BDS blower, twin carburetors, aluminum heads on a 60 wagon, nice metal flake roof, metal flake green paint. This thing is a beautiful car. It's just cool. Big and bad. Check out how he notched the exhaust in. Just really cool. So this is Friday. Check out this satellite. Wedge with twin carbs. No backseat roll cage. Twin turbo small block or LS and a Nova. Certified cage, so you know that car's not slow. This is Friday, noontime. We're exactly noontime right now, and these cars have been rolling in all day, and this isn't even the big day. We didn't get very far. We just went through some of the, checked out the Pinstripers up, dropped off Sage's tailgate, right, Sage? So her truck is a little lighter right now because they're waiting for the tailgate to get pinstriped. It's Rick Conklin from Raider Wheel. This is his 39. So a cool car. Twin turbo and a little Jeep. This would be a handful. Lemonades are lemonading, and the sun's doing the sun thing, and the paint's doing the gleaming thing, and we're having a great time here at the Syracuse Nationals 2025. God, there's a lot of stuff here. Neat little chop day. Check out the valve covers. Lincoln insignia. That's small block Chevy. It's neat how the ribs go opposite of what you would normally see. And right next to this one is a wild big block Ford tunnel ram powered four-door sedan. Four doors used to not be cool. Now it doesn't matter how many cars. They're kind of starting to take a tip from the Aussies. That if it's old, it's cool. Because it is. This nice little 64 Chevelle. Cute little SS. First year for the Chevelle. Grand National. Nice little Mustang, 65, 66. Let's see, 65. Now that truck's cool. Neat color. This Nova. Subtle ghost stripes on it. Kind of a neat touch. Overdrive trans. LS swap. It's a 67. 67. This cut back a little farther and had the lines that carried around. 66. It did not have the black painted line and the black painted part or the lines coming around. So a little sharper on the fender on a 67 than a 66. Good looking car. And staring it down is this big block fuel injected Willys. Hugger orange with a wild paint stripe on it. Done in your pro street fashion. This looks like it's probably like an outlaw body or maybe a Dennis Taylor body. They put the fill up here. Nope, it is not an outlaw. You can tell because the fender's not separate from the body. So it could be I can't remember the name of the company now that made the one-piece bodies. When I see one, I miss mine. Look at this. Little tray pulls out. You got your lemonade and everything right there. Heavy flake roof. Good chop, slanted pillars. Yeah. I'm liking this. I have yet to have a full custom, but I'm really liking it. This is pretty damn cool. This is good. Check this out. One of 515 Hearst Olds made in this year. The 442s had the red inner fender wells. Is it picking up the cold air underneath the bumper? It's 1968. See some stuff going on there. Everything's right in this car. Detail that some of these models have. I built that model, but not that nice. Before and after. That's really cool. Spark plug wires and everything. behind this little Austin on the way in this morning, and from the back I thought it was an Anglian. And then I saw it turn a little bit and I noticed the body line was different. This is freaking wild. Beautiful dark green color. It's an Austin 8. So it's a British built car. It's been radically Americanized. Suicide doors. I don't know if this had suicide doors stock or not, because I don't know the Austins as well as I do the Anglians. Beautiful interior. Just a cool little, I mean, Anglias are really cool, and they're about that size. That's just awesome. We're just gonna do like some walking now. 65 Corvette. That's nice. Little coupe, 32 coupe.
Yeah.
Look at the colors. It's like Skittles bag blew open around here. There's a nice little Riv. There's a Corvette with the Eckler station wagon conversion. I think it was Eckler's that made those. Oh, maybe there's something else on here that says something. Let's see. Chuck Milton Studio built this one. Interesting. Every once in a while you see those things pop up. We're trying to get back to the Pinstripe booth because we want to see if Sage's tailgate's done. And it's also, they're doing the auction now. We might, by the time we get all the way back to the auction, it might be over. Oh, my mom is going to be happy. We just found the Corvair parking. And there's a bunch of them, huh? Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Holy crow. There's over a dozen Corvairs here. And speaking of oddball cars like Corvairs, there's a Rambler Marlin, which is another odd one. There's a Corsa. The Corsa was a 4 carburetor setup, and the Spider was turbocharged. Here's a Lakewood station wagon. They're fairly rare. I only made those for I think 1 or 2 years. So these cars, the early body style was the one that had a swing arm axle and got the notoriously bad reputation for handling bad and killing everyone, despite the fact that they really don't. But Ralph Nader made that one famous one. And GM actually converted to a full-on independent suspension with the 65 model year. So those actually handle really well. Very nice riding car. If you haven't had an opportunity to drive one, see if you can. Here's a little Nash Metropolitan. This was the first car designed to be built overseas for American consumption. So this was done like a second car. Used a lot of parts from England. And it is a little backseat car. So this was like, you know, so if you need a second car, this would be a handy one to have, kind of thing. Cute little buggers. Check it out. A Chevelle Malibu that was left as a Malibu. Forest green. There's the Malibu trim that runs down the side. Still got the flat hood. And it is a 350 in this one. Nice clean car. So many of these were pwned into SS's. It's nice and refreshing to see a Malibu with still the factory trim on it. They did leave the bow tie out of the grill for a cleaner look. And right next to that one is a 70 El Camino. A lot of people think that these buckets will change, but they don't, because the El Caminos and station wagons did not have the muscle bulges that the passenger cars do. So there's a lack of a bulge there, so that headlight bucket is for the wagons and the El Caminos only. But yeah, tunnel ram, big block, big fat tires, roll cage, big 540 cubic inch engine sitting under the hood. 67 Camaro, 67s, vent window, only year for the Camaro with a vent window. Don't blink, it says in the back. Cool. this nice little tub. See?
They should have heard that engine
67
roar. The crowd was cheering. They all wanted more. Now the
Man,
tank blew
oh,
smoke
man.
and a flame
Sees the
started to
cars.
lift, and that's when it went for that second gear shift.
60 El Camino.
And I fed into the gas
Second
and
gear
a
for the El
stretch of
Camino,
traction and
and
the steering
last
wheel
of
saw a lot of
the
action.
full-size El Camino.
I was burning rubber almost out of control. I had a counter steer to
68
avoid a
El
pole.
Camino.
I straightened it out and I gave it some more at the gas pedal, pinned to the floor.
This is the Beacon auction display here. 448 Challenger
When I went
RT.
to third, I looked back at the noise I heard. It was a confidence
Cuda
lens
440 over
reflecting.
there.
My mind was racing and I started thinking.
Yeah,
And we pulled on over to the roadside. The cop walked with the law on his side, and I said, "Officer, it's just my luck. My foot slipped off the clutch and the throttle got stuck."
check this car out. This is an interesting mashup here because it looks. That looks really cool. It's LS. 55 Chevy-ish on the fender there. It makes me think that it's not just Cadillac. Yeah, that's a 48 Cadillac. Yeah, it's 55 Cadillac front fenders. That's what it is. Bill's got a swinger out here. He was the first guy I saw at Syracuse when I walked in the gate that I knew. It was good to see him. I haven't seen him in, well, 6 years since last time I was up here at the Syracuse Nationals. Got his buddy here today with the Corvette. Bill keeps his stuff real nice. Last time I saw this 502 and blown Corvette, it was white and cruising Lake George. There it was. Pretty wild car. Sedan delivery looks good in the Harley colors. Run for the gate. 5 o'clock. People are heading for the hills. But there's stuff happening here tonight. There's live music and stuff on the grounds. So I don't know why everybody's leaving. You're here. Might as well stay here, right? So we're wrapping up our Friday here at the Syracuse Nationals. There will be some stuff going on tonight, so it's not over, but there's still line going out.